Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G-Bear's Off Gridways, homestead in the desert. And it's finally cooled down to 100 degrees. It's 100 degrees outside and 100 degrees inside because I've already shut the air conditioning off and I've opened some windows. And I'm going to head outside here in a minute. But yeah, the high today was 111. That's 6 degrees cooler than yesterday. But couldn't tell. I mean, oh my gosh, it's hot. And double-digit humidity. So, anyway, this is going to be a shorty. I'm just going to get a few things out to you because don't want you to think that I melted like the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm melting! I'm melting! Anyway, oh, I walked right past it and I wanted to show you something that some friends, a customer, and some viewers of mine sent me. And I got to find a nice place to hang it, but I just picked this up at the post office today. It was, they said it was delivered to them on the 9th. Okay, that was 3 days ago. I've been to the post office every day, and it wasn't there. Well, yesterday I didn't go because, of course, they're closed on Sundays. But it was not there the last 3 days, trust me. It was there today. But anyway, this is what they sent me. Pretty cool, huh? I like that. That's great. Thanks to R&J, and I really appreciate that. I'll find a perfect place to hang it. I don't want to put it right on the chicken coop because that means people have to come actually up onto the property to see it. So I'm thinking down by the gate somewhere maybe. Winds are blowing again, just around 22 miles an hour. Gusting up pretty good again. Just in the afternoons is when it's supposed to come up, like it normally does. But hot all day, no winds, just miserable. And the same old thunderclouds mounted over there in the sky. And the wind keeps blowing my earbuds wire right in front of my hand. And I keep hooking it on there. Anyway, I wanted to show you that. I was down making sure all the chickens were comfortable today. And got their wading pools flushed out and fresh water put into them. Same thing with their drinking water and that. There's one more drinking water unit I have to refill, but I'll do that tomorrow morning instead of now because they still got plenty of water and plenty of feed. I also watered the mulberry trees because they were taking a hit from the heat. Checked the garden and it was okay. So anyway, I've got one little hen. She's been up inside the coop all day and she's been limping, so I think she's got bumblefoot. And I think that's her right there leaning against the wall. That just using the wall to lean on because she doesn't want to put weight on that foot. It's her right foot. So if she's got bumblefoot, I'll check her out and have to do a little surgery. But what you do is basically it's a pustule that's in the bottom of their foot, and you get a hold of them and soak them in some warm water for about 20 minutes or so, and then I like to wrap them up in a towel so that they don't see or squawk or anything like that. They just feel kind of comfortable being all wrapped up like that. So I wrap them up in a towel and then get that foot up in the air. And you got to pull out a big old chunk of pus. It's usually more like a what should I say? More like a tumor, but it's solid, almost like crystal, a hard lump in the foot. And you get that out of there, and then I'll put a little bit of that self-adhesive tape, almost like a ace bandage type tape. Wrap that around her foot just to keep the dirt out of it for a while, and she should be back up and walking in no time at all. But Yeah, it looks like I see a lump. Well, actually, it's her left foot. And it looks like there might be a lump under that left foot. And that's where it usually is, right underneath, between the three toes. There's a lump right there. And that looks like what she's got. So, my poor girl with bumblefoot, I've got to get that fixed because it's really painful to them to walk. And they have to hobble around. And she's been spending all day in the coop in this hot weather because she can't walk up and down the ramp. I'll come out just before bedtime, and if she can't get up there, I'll pick her up and lift her into the place. And then tomorrow will be the day to get her set up because it's supposed to be a little cooler tomorrow. The heat wave is supposed to be on its way out, but I don't know. It was hot again today, and just way too hot. And now the winds again have picked up, just like they do all the time. So anyway, everything in the garden is doing okay, and the ground is still pretty wet in there, so I didn't have to do any watering today. But I am planning on the possibility of getting another load of water out here, fill my main tank up, and then fill all these totes. But before I do that, I want to get that pallet unit set up against this side of the greenhouse and get a couple of totes up on top of it, because when they're down on the ground like that, you don't get hardly any gravity feed out of them, and the water just doesn't want to come out. So when I run that hose over and lay it beside these trees, I can lay it down there and go take a nap, come back in an hour, and it's just filled up the little trough around the tree. So I want to speed that up a little bit, and I'll get those things raised up. I still got the other pallet on the other side of the van that's got to go down there, and I'll add that on, make sure I've got enough room for all of the totes that I want to put on that. I want to put them around the side with the wheelbarrow, the ladder, and the cement mixer, and then around the back side there where the one tote is. I want to get maybe 4 or 5 totes down there. With those and the 4 I've got, it's going to be 9 times 275, so it'd be just under 3,000 gallons, because 10 of them would be 2,750 gallons. So take 275 off of that, and that's where I'd be at with 9. That'd be a good way to be. Of course, I wouldn't get them completely all filled on this next run, because I'm probably going to take about 1,500 of the 36 in my main tank, because I got a 2,500 gallon tank. So 1,500, that'll leave me 1,100 left. So that's all I'd be able to get in down here, but 1,100 gallons would go a long way. That'll get me hopefully towards what we hope will be somewhat of a rainy season this year. We're in a terrible drought, and this is the second heat wave of the year, and that's not helping any either. And there's wildfires burning all over the state. So yeah, there's just, I've seen pictures of like Lake Mead. Oh my gosh, they should call it Mead Puddle. And it's just half of it is gone. It's just a sandy lakeshore. Yeah, just terrible. Anyway, I'm going to get things closed up here. I've got the containers and the garage open. I want to get those all closed up, because once it starts cooling down, the wiggly squigglies, the snakes come out, and they start looking for a cool place. And they don't come out during the heat of the day because it burns their belly just going across the hot ground. So they're all hunkered down during the hot part of the day, and then they come out after it cools down at night. So you got to keep your eyes open after dark. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. Don't forget, thumbs up down there. Got to get used to these new cameras. Also, subscribe down there and share down there. Cool. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is G Bear signing off.